Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this video where I'm going to show you how to make a cast shadow on a cube. This is going to be a short tutorial, so let's get into it. Take a look at what we're going to make here. We're going to make a 2-point perspective cube and then have a cast shadow off to one side. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to be using Procreate. This has some tools to help us with the perspective and shading, but you can do this with paper and pencil. All right, let's start by making a new canvas. What I'll do is go in here to the wrench, turn on drawing guide and edit drawing guide. Down here, I'll turn on perspective. What this will do is we'll set the horizon line by creating 2 points, and this will also help us draw our cube. Then there's this drawing assist. I'll turn that on, which is kind of like a ruler. All right, let's draw our cube. So here's our horizon line. What we'll do is we'll draw it slightly below the horizon line. And the way we do that is just make a diamond. So one that goes to this vanishing point and a line that goes to this vanishing point, and then the opposite, so that vanishing point, then this vanishing point. Then we'll come down about like this and finish our cube. So here's our 2 perspective cube that we're going to cast a shadow. I'll go back here, turn off drawing guide. Now one more thing, let's draw our light source. So if we just draw a circle right up here, that'll be our light source. I'm going to create a new layer for construction lines, and then we'll turn those off afterwards. So here is going to be our light source. Then what we're going to want to do is find the shadow vanishing point. So what we can do is just go directly straight down to the horizon line, and that will be our shadow vanishing point. Now let's create our cast shadow. What we're going to do to create that is first we're going to create 3 lines from the light source to the 3 lines on the top of the cube. And the reason 3 and not 4 is this 4th line is not going to make a shadow. These 3 will. Then what we'll do is take 3 lines from the shadow vanishing point to the 3 of the points of the bottom of the cube. And same thing there. These are the ones that are going to create our shadow. So let's do that. I'll start at the top, and then I'll go here to the top corner, and I'll just stretch it down to the bottom of the canvas. Same thing here. You can use a ruler. This has a snap to, which makes it easy to draw straight lines. Okay, so there's our 3. And I could do this in a different color. Show you the differences here. Now let's go from the bottom one to the bottom cube here, and where they intersect is where you're going to draw it. So I'm just going to go stop there at that intersection. Okay, let's go to the next one. Wasn't a very straight line. And then thank the Lord for technology. All right, so then right about there. So you're going to see 3 intersections. Now let's go back to so those are our construction lines. Let's go back to this layer, and now is where we'll start our shadow. I'm going to change to a charcoal here because that's what we're going to shadow it in. So what I'm going to do is from this far corner to this dot, to this one, to this one, to this far corner, I'm going to create that line. Let's see. change our opacity, whoops, and our size of our brush. Okay, now I can turn off this construction lines and we'll see our shadow. What we can do now is shade that in. So I will boost up this size a little bit. And then I'll zoom in for a little more control. So what we can do is shade this in here. This is going to be our darkest point of the object. I'll clean that up a little. Okay, that's really all there is to it. We could go in and shade this cube in a 1, 2, 3 point shading, this being the darkest, this being the mid-tone, and this being the lightest. I can explain that in another video if you're interested. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something about shadows. It's really easy concept to grasp once you grasp it, and it'll make your shadowing technique a lot more real. So hopefully you'll use that in the future, and thank you for watching. I'm gonna be doing more tutorials of the art fundamentals upcoming, so be sure to subscribe if you wanna see those, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.